Welcome to the Findlay Rec Center for some Alumni League basketball. Still opening week in the league as we get you set for the first matchup of 4 games today in Philadelphia. In game 1, we got Williamson College versus Penn. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Christian Doms here with you on the call alongside Tommy Tohill. Tommy, should be a fun slate we have today.
Should definitely be a fun slate, Christian. I'll tell you right now, first game opening up, defending champs, having a chance to really open up their season on a good one with that great jumper right there. But it'll be interesting to see how the teams go here. Great matchups all throughout the board. A lot of great athletes all over the court as well.
Yeah, and for Penn, this is their second game of the season. On Sunday, they had a game against the New Jersey Raptors, ended up having to be called off. A dispute between players on both sides led to both teams getting a loss. So Penn trying to get back to 500 with a win here today. Williamson trying to start off their season strong with a win today. As that's a steal from Jackson all the way, and he'll get the layup to drop.
Great right there. Always a little bit of defense working into offense. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a zone defense coming here from Penn. It'll be interesting to see the communication here.
Feed inside to Lucky. Dumps it off inside. We don't have the players' names and numbers at the moment for Williamson College, so you guys will have to bear with us as we get you names and numbers for players on that roster.
It's a little bit of a miscommunication there between Bond and Stewart on the pass.
Stewart with the rebound for Williamson. Driving up the court. 4-2 ball game, 8 minutes left. Bond inside fadeaway jumper, no good. Booker securing the rebound. Fast break chance for Penn. Jumper from the free throw line, no good. Rebound Coffee. Stewart now dribbling the ball up. Outside shot for Williamson, and the three-pointer is good.
Just like that right there. Great way to try to get into a little bit of a rhythm if you're Williamson. Obviously, early stages of the game, still look to try to get a stop here.
Booker ball at the top of the key rather. Going to work a little bit of ISO action. Hook shot is no good. Rebound by Williamson. Lucky driving up the court. Fast break layup is good. Coast to coast for Lucky.
Just like that, quick little 5-0 run. Williamson is starting to get on here, Christian. Be interesting to see what Penn does here to try to respond.
Adams driving, can't find anybody, and that's going to be a travel, so a turnover on Penn. Williamson maintaining possession.
Obviously, right now you're going to see Penn in a little bit of a bind early, starting off a little bit slow. I'll say right now, look for Tyreek Watson, number 1, to try to get something going up here. Maybe get a little bit of a stop if you are Penn.
Stewart getting the screen for Bond. Now outside the Coffee. Back up to Stewart, top of the key. Going to work on Staples. Drives with the right, but denied at the rim by Staples. Fast break opportunity for Penn. Booker almost lost it, but the dump inside to Watson is good. What a sequence there for Penn.
Great little defense going into offense there, and it's another block happens.
It's a block party early on for Penn. 2 back-to-back blocks on Williamson. Booker fakes the three-pointer. Inside, outside to Adams. Back out to Booker. Takes the 3, but it's no good. Staples tried to tip the ball back out. Says secured by Williamson. Stewart, fast break layup is good. 6-7 ball game now. Less than 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Adams bringing the ball up for Penn. Inside to Staples. Baseline jumper is good. Nice little turnaround there from Staples.
And obviously here, Penn starting to get into a little bit more of a groove. See what they can do here on the defensive end, but also 9-minute running clock. It'll be interesting to see how high pace these offenses continue to go.
Bond drives, try to get the layup to fall, but it's no good. Rebound from Jackson. Booker leading the fast break. Goes left, but he's swatted by Bond.
I'll tell you right now, big boys are dominating inside on both ends defensively. Lots of deflections, lots of blocks.
Bond, one of the tallest players here on the court today, using his size and length to his advantage. Watson, easy free throw jumper there. The MVP in last year's conference playoff series.
Obviously, Watson, heart and soul for this team. It kind of seems, looks like everything's going to start to run through him.
Fadeaway jumper, no good. Staples securing the rebound. Adams leading the fast break. Outside shot, fakes it. Inside to Watson. Gets the layup to fall.
Great job.
Assist from Smalls.
Great job by Watson right there, going up against the much larger defender in Bond. Doesn't matter. Mighty Mouse fighting his way all the way to the rim.
Bond lost the ball there. Now fast break opportunity for Watson. Smooth layup. What a feed there from Adams, too. Cross-court pass. And now William Penn out to a 5-point lead.
And you can see already William Penn starting to get a little bit more of their confidence on the offensive end.
As that was a nice feed inside from Lucky to Mace Sr., rather. As we have the first time out of the game. 14-11 ball game so far. Really exciting stuff so far. We're going to take a quick break here on the Sports Fanbase Network. We'll be back in a few.
For Williamson.
Welcome back to the Sports Fanbase Network. William Penn leading over Williamson 14-11 so far. 3:53 left to go in the first quarter. Watson inbounding the ball to Smalls. Jackson, left wing three-pointer, rattles in and out. It looks like it was tipped out by Mosley of William Penn, so... Or rather, no, this is going to remain William Penn possession.
I was about to say, it looked like it tipped right off the fingers of Bond. You could kind of see the guilty look on his face when he realized the official made the correct decision.
Watson driving through to contact and gets fouled.
Tell you what, Watson doing a great job, even though he's not the tallest person on the floor, being very aggressive, head down, going to the rim, drawing attention.
Watson, one of the best players on this William Penn roster. Helped lead the team to a championship last season. Hoping to do the same. For William Penn, season not off to an ideal start. It was a back-and-forth affair against the New Jersey Raptors on Sunday. Game ultimately was cut short. Both teams receiving losses after the unsportsmanlike conduct, but what better time than now? A 5-point lead, less than 3 minutes left. Certainly a chance for William Penn today to get their first win this season.
Exactly. That obviously is leaving a bad taste in the mouths of all these William Penn players. Want to try to get that first W in the win column there.
Stewart with the layup to cut the lead to 3. Smalls with possession, fake the jumper. In trouble here, being double teamed by some Williamson defenders. Watson get good at work in the post. Swarmed in the paint, but it doesn't matter. Finishing through contact.
My goodness, Tyreek Watson is just absolutely putting on an inside clinic right now.
What a layup from Stewart. The reverse finish on the other end to get the layup plus the foul.
Great move right there. Finishing right through the contact. Stewart just having a chance to get a 3-point play, make this a 2-point game.
Stewart caught the William Penn defender sleeping. And now he's going to try and turn a 2-point play into a 3-point play. Less than 2 minutes left to go in the first. Free throw no good. Smalls on the break. 3-pointer is up. No good. Bounces right to Lucky. Driving through and finishes strong with the offhand.
Already you can see a little bit. Williamson's offense is defiant a lot on running up and down the court, utilizing the fast break to their advantage a lot here in this first quarter.
And that's the same thing that William Penn has done I'd say as well. Definitely a battle on the break for both of these teams. Jumper no good from Smalls. Lucky securing the rebound. Drives all the way. Finishes through the contact. Great control there by Lucky.
You can tell Lucky's getting a little bit into a rhythm here right now.
Gives the lead back to Williamson, 18-19. Looks like that's going to be a kicked ball. So Smalls inbounding the ball inside to Mosley. Back out to Smalls. Jackson tried to get the screen. Looks like a foul on the floor by Williamson. Johnson driving through. Layup no good. Rebound by Mace Sr. Bowman leading the fast break. Out to Lucky. Cross-court pass to Stewart on the right wing. Dumps it inside to Bond. Fadeaway jumper no good. But the rebound secured by Bowman. Out now to Stewart. Three-pointer is up. No good. Bowman, second chance rebound once again. And the reverse layup is good.
And reward yourself, sir. Bowman doing all the dirty work, finally gets himself a pair.
2 second chance rebounds from Bowman leads to 2 points on offense. 2 seconds left. Lucky can't secure the pass, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. A back and forth affair so far. Williamson leading 21-18 over William Penn. As we'll take a break here before the second quarter, you're watching Alumni League basketball on the Sports Fan Base Network. Welcome back to the Sports Fan Base Network. Christian Doms alongside Tommy Tohill. 21-18, Williamson leads over William Penn as we get started with the second quarter. Lucky three-pointer is up, and it's good.
Lucky having himself a first half to remember. Doing a great job on the fast break, and right there opening up the second quarter with a three ball.
His second three-pointer of the game. Sanders, baseline jumper is good.
Just like that, great movement already here by William Penn to start off.
Both teams playing real fast pace so far. Bowman trying to go to work at the post. Finishes through the contact. Can't get the layup to fall, but he will draw the foul. And Staples pleading his case with the referee. Bowman first of 2 free throws. First one is up, and it's good. 25-20 ball game now. Less than 8 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Second free throws up. Rattles in and out. Board secured by Sanders. Out to Tyreek Watson. Going to work on the left wing. A dump it top of the key to Jackson. Gets the screen left from Staples. Inside to the big man. Back out to Jackson now. Driving through the left-hand layup, no good. Rebound by Watson, but he gets the layup to fall. Second chance opportunity there. Or rather, looks like it was a shot clock violation. Or no, layup is good. Had to wait on the confirmation from the scorers. And Tommy, we're seeing a lot of heart over height here from Tyreek Watson.
Absolutely. Tyreek has just been putting his head right down to the rim, getting points the hard way. Doesn't matter how big you are, he is going to try to go and get points into the paint.
Sanders couldn't secure the pass there, being met by a slew of Williamson defenders, but he shakes him off and gets to the lane.
Great job right now. You can kind of see these guards for William Penn. Doesn't really matter. They're able to slide through this little zone defense that Williamson is running.
Bond going coast to coast near with the layup. Jackson driving on Bond. Push off, and they're going to call that an offensive foul. Jackson not too pleased with that call.
Even though he's not that pleased, listen, I mean, kind of dug in a little bit with the elbow, and you kind of see the shiver he gave with the forearm. Just can't do that all the way down low. You got to make it a little bit more subtle.
Watson and Smalls coming out of the game. In come Adams and Booker. 27-24 ball game. Lucky, three-pointer is up. No good. Rebound secured by Sanders. William Penn maybe slowing things down a little bit. Fast break has been a big theme for both of these teams so far. Booker, outside shot, no good. Bounces right to Stewart, securing the rebound. Left wing jumper from Bowman is no good. William Penn on the brink once again. Left wing jumper from Adams is true. 2 points for number 0.
And it'll be very interesting here right now. Obviously, no Watson on the court. He's getting a little bit of rest. We'll see how William Penn adapts without their true MVP on the floor right now.
Stewart, jumper from the elbow is good. 29-27 now. Adams fakes the jumper at the top of the key, instead steps back. Good moves there. Can't get the jumper to fall, though. Bowman, fast break opportunity. Layup is up, and it's good.
My goodness, what a finish right there by Bowman.
And you're seeing the control from players on both of these teams. We've seen some incredible layups so far. Bowman with the latest there. Been a balanced scoring attack so far from Williamson, Tommy.
Absolutely. I mean, they're mixing it in a little bit, trying to go inside, and then whenever they have a good opportunity to try to get an outside shot, they're definitely going to take it.
Jackson being guarded by Lucky on the left wing, using the size and strength to his advantage, but he can't get the layup to fall.
You can tell Jackson just a little bit upset right there. Great way of creating some separation, just wasn't able to finish at the rim.
May Sr. loses the ball. Euro step layup from Booker, can't get it to fall.
Everything but the finish right there. So close, yet so far at the same time.
May Sr. left wing jumper, no good. Rebound secured by Sanders. Right wing jumper misses the rim, but it's out to Booker. He fakes the three-pointer. Turnaround Jay, no good. May Sr. the rebound.
And just like that, I'll say right now, Booker's been doing pretty well with a little bit of the hesitation he has from the three-point line to make it so he can drive.
Really shifty player for William Penn. Adams, layup is no good. Tip back out to Lucky. 3-on-1 chance here for Williamson, and Stewart gets the layup to fall.
A little interesting play there by Williamson. They had two guys sitting right on the back court, kind of cherry picking almost. Got a little bit of a 3-on-1 opportunity. They definitely finished that chance right there.
Making the most of their opportunities, certainly in the second quarter. Williamson leading by 6 over William Penn as they take a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Sports Fan Base Network. Chris Adams alongside Tommy Tohill. Tommy, we've seen these two teams trade leads back and forth throughout the whole game. What have you felt like has been working for Williamson here in the second quarter?
So the one thing I will say that's been working for Williamson is just their tenacity down low, and also just a little bit of togetherness in their defense, playing a little bit of almost like a 2-3 zone here, being able to get stops, especially down in the paint, and then letting it go towards their offense, but not working there.
Jackson with the and one. Strong finish in the paint there as they'll go to the line to try and convert a three-point play.
And finally, that's a good sign there for Jackson. Try to get his confidence. Obviously got called for the offensive foul earlier down on the post and then missed the layup. Sadly, couldn't get the free throw to go, though.
29-33 ball game. Williamson up by 4. Less than 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Coffee inside to Bowman. Too strong on the left-handed layup. Step back for Booker. Thought about the 3 and said, we'll go inside for the floater, but it's no good. Rebound by Stewart. Bowman fakes the jumper from the corner. Going to drive inside. Finds Coffee. He'll drive. Loses possession. William Penn trying to say that it was off of Coffee. We'll see what the call from the referees is here. And it looks like it's going to maintain, Williamson will maintain possession.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if I saw too much of the contact off the leg, but we also didn't have the greatest angle of it. Good job by the referees.
Lucky tried to dump it inside to Stewart, but Small snatching up the pass. Trying to go coast to coast. Can't get the layup to fall. Johnson securing the rebound. Still up in the air, but it's finally brought down by Lucky. Here's Stewart on the break. Layup is up and is good.
I mean, my goodness, right there. It's kind of what we were talking about just coming out of the break. Great interior defense by Williamson, then leading to great fast break opportunities for him to get some quick points.
Tyreek Watson being guarded aggressively by Stewart, perhaps too aggressively. As he'll draw the foul there. John Booker inbounding the ball for William Penn. Jackson driving aggressive inside the lane, and there's nobody to meet him at the rim there.
No one could stop that freight train moving right through the rim. Easy finish. Probably the easiest two he might get all day.
Doesn't get much easier for Jackson. Still down by 4 against Williamson. Fadeaway jumper from Lucky, way off. And here comes Tyreek Watson on the break. Reverse layup is good.
And just like that, I'll tell you right now, Watson got a little bit of a breather here in the beginning of the second quarter. You can see why he needed it. He just moves up and down the court so fast. Definitely the heart and soul of this William Penn team.
47 seconds left to go in the first half. Top of the key jumper from Coffee is true. Extends the Williamson lead back out to 5. Smalls taking his time for William Penn as they wait to get their offense set. Watson going to work on the left wing. Step back, takes the mid-range, and it's good.
Just great moves right now by Watson. You can definitely see that he is in the zone trying to help dig his team out of this hole they have.
Less than 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Coffee picked up his dribble at the top of the key. And looks like that was a foul on the floor by William Penn. I think it was committed by Smalls.
That's going to reset the shot clock now, so now Williamson can hold on here for the last shot.
10 seconds, or less than 10 seconds left to go. Coffee nearly lost the ball, but recovers it and gets the layup to fall.
William Penn has to go here. They got to do something.
Full court heat from Johnson. Didn't get it off in time, but didn't matter. Sailing over the top of the backboard. And that will put an end to the first half. What a fast-paced back-and-forth affair we've had so far, Tommy.
I mean, it's basically a track meet out here, Christian. These two teams are flying around, putting up points. We love to see it.
And at the halfway mark, it's Williamson so far that's been winning the race. They take the 40 to 35 lead into the half. We'll take a quick 2-minute break here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Don't go anywhere. Stick around for some more Alumni League basketball. Welcome back to the Sports Fan Base Network. Second half of Game 1 of a 4-game Saturday slate in the Alumni League. Williamson leading over Penn 40-35. Christian Dom's on the call here with Tommy Tohill. Tommy, what are the keys to the second half for both of these teams?
All right, so the one thing I would definitely say for Williamson is just continue to do what you're doing. You know what I mean, Christian? They're doing well at getting stops, and the way they've really been scoring a lot of these points, up and down, fast-paced, track meet basketball, getting good, easy transition layups, and then just falling back and trusting your defense. Now, if you're Penn, obviously Watson's been doing great, but you got to get it from somebody else as well. He can't just carry it. So I would look definitely for Jackson, big man down low. He looked like he was getting some good looks in the first half, just wasn't able to finish all the way. And besides that, I look at number 7, Staples, and also 14, Smalls, to maybe get a little bit something going there for him.
Penn, or both teams rather, looking for their first wins of the season. Penn already 0-1 here in Alumni League play. And Williamson will start out with the ball here in the second half. Coffee taking the ball up, gets the screen right from Mace Sr., driving inside, can't find anything. Outside now to Stewart. Pass to Bond to Lucky in the corner for 3 is no good. Rebound by Shaheek Adams. Surveying the Williamson defense. Screen right from Staples. Jumper from Adams, no good. Rebound from Bond. Commanding the Williamson offense. But looks like the ball was tipped off of Penn. So Williamson take 2 on this offensive possession.
I was going to say, great eyes by that official there. Seeing the slight deflection on that pass.
Lucky being guarded by Booker near the top of the key now, driving near the free throw line. Tries to find Coffee. Fakes the jumper. Bond calling for a screen here. Tried to dump it inside to Williams, but they're going to call it a kicked ball on Jackson. Looked like the ball bounced off near his shin perhaps.
You can tell Jackson not a huge fan of it, but he's just going to have to put his head down and get back to the next play here.
Feed inside to Stewart from Mace. What a pass there, and what a move from Stewart to shake off the defenders. Easy layup there.
Great finish. Had a chance of it getting deflected there with the big body coming in, but still persevered, got himself a bucket.
Watson on Bond. Hits the jumper. Right in the face of the taller defender. I mean, we've been saying his name all day. Tyreek Watson continuing to star on offense for Penn.
I was going to say, I kind of feel like I'm sounding like a broken record, but I mean, Watson's just been doing what he can all day. Looks like we have an issue with the shot clock here.
Not sure what this is about, but Williamson looks like they're going to retain possession here.
And we're going to get a fresh 24 as well. Looks like we're going to try to change the game clock too here, reset this.
Coffee inbounding the ball to Bond. Fakes it, but ended up losing, or not necessarily losing the ball, but controlling it for almost too long.
Yeah, just a little travel right there. Kind of looked like he tripped up over his own feet trying to get into a little layup action. Just a crucial mistake there if you're Bond.
Watson over Bond once again. That's back-to-back possessions where Watson has challenged the bigger defender, and it's paid off both times.
I mean, I'm just wondering if underneath that Penn jersey is the Superman S right underneath Watson's chest. My goodness, he's just been doing it all for this Penn squad.
And Staples drawing the foul. And it'll send Lucky to the free throw line. Been one of the few outside presences for Williamson, despite most of their points coming in the paint. 2 3-pointers so far here today.
That's definitely something that's going to help out Williamson, too. Kind of make Penn second guess whenever 21 gets the ball on the perimeter.
First free throw is up, and it's good. Second free throw is on its way. And it's good. 2 for 2 on free throws for Lucky. 44-39 ball game, less than 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Here's Watson already starting to get doubled.
Feeds it inside the Staples, gets the layup, count it, plus the foul.
And just like that, one of the guys I mentioned coming into the second half, Staples going to needing his presence to finish inside. Obviously, Watson's been on fire all day. They're going to start to give him a little bit more special attention. Staples has a chance to make a three-point play here.
William Penn looking to utilize the bigs, you'd think more so in the second half. Free throw no good from Staples. Rebound secured by Lucky. Feeds it inside to Mace Sr. Can't get the layup to drop. But Stewart securing, or rather that was Lucky who got the rebound and got fouled on the second chance opportunity. So Lucky going to the line for 2 more.
Looks like Adams got a little banged up there. You could also see Staples was not the biggest fan of that call. Thought he had a chance to get himself a block there, maybe even calling up and down, but it is what it is. You got to live another day.
Lucky's first free throw rattles in and out. And yeah, it looks like Adams going to be sent to the bench. Coming in for him is Smalls. Second free throw from Lucky. So after making his free throws the last time, misses both this time. And the Williamson lead remains at 3. Smalls trying to go ISO, gets the layup, or had the lane for the layup. Couldn't get it to drop though. Lucky once again leading the fast break, and he gets the reverse to drop.
My goodness, Bond making his presence felt. I believe that's his 3rd block of the day already. And just like I said, going into the half, their defense is leading to that fast break offense. Made William Penn pay there.
Booker got fouled on a jumper, but he gets the and one to fall.
My goodness, that shot was as pure as you can see there from Booker. Huge shot here, chance to make a 3-point play, make it back to a 1-possession game.
You could see he kind of hung himself in the air a little bit there, able to keep the body control and get the layup to, or the jumper rather, to fall, plus the foul. What a sequence there for William Penn. Booker going to try and cash in for the and one, and he does.
Another thing we got to be looking in here, Christian, is running clock. Free throws are going to be crucial here down the stretches. We only got about 11 and a half minutes left in this game.
And both teams have kind of struggled from the line in this game. You've seen some of the and one opportunities. Players haven't necessarily made all of their shots. So we'll see if that comes back to bite either William Penn or Williamson as time winds down. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. Booker, another jumper from the free throw line, but instead it's an air ball.
You can see that hand just obscured his vision a little bit too much to the right, fell a little short.
Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter, Coffey taking the ball up, being guarded intensely by Smalls. And perhaps too intensely as Smalls draws the foul, or rather Coffey draws the foul, foul committed by Smalls.
Yeah, you can just see Smalls right there trying to get a little antsy, try to get a chance to poke at the ball. Overcommitted a little bit too much, ended up hugging the hip.
And Bonds couldn't secure the inbound pass, and it's going to be a turnover on Williamson. Bowman coming into the game for Coffey. And Tyreek Watson taking the ball up for William Penn, trying to will this team to take their lead back. And that's another rejection at the rim by Bond.
I mean, my goodness, I don't know what we could get through here. He might as well just, be a great security guard. He's just rejecting everything you can see.
Allowing nothing to pass through for William Penn, but Sanders getting that jumper to pass through. 2-point lead now for Williamson. It looks like they're still in that kind of full court press. Bowman, the baseline jumper, no good. Out to Mace. Stewart in the corner, being guarded by Sanders. Swings it over to Lucky. Three-pointer is up, and it's no good. Rebound by Bowman. Gets the layup counted, plus the foul.
My goodness, what a play there by Bowman. Another thing, though, you got to look at here from William Penn. Kind of seems like there were a little bit of miscommunication. No one knew if they were truly zone or man. Left a wide-open dude for the three. Next thing you know, you have to abandon. Lets up an easy chance for second chance opportunities.
50-46 ball game. Free throw just short. Rebound secured by Watson. Feeds it outside the Smalls in the corner for three, and it's good.
That was needed there for William Penn there right before going into the fourth quarter. needed to try to trim this lead down as much as they could. Big play there.
5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bond looking up at the shot clock, trying to see how much time he has. Can't get the last second shot to fall, though. But William Penn making a bit more of a dent in Williamson's lead. They only lead 50-49 now as we get set to enter the fourth quarter. You're not going to want to miss this back and forth affair here on the Sports Fan Base Network. You're watching Alumni League basketball, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Welcome back to the Sports Fan Base Network. Christian Doms alongside Tabi Tohill. Williamson leading over William Penn 50-49. Game 1 of 4 here on this Alumni League Saturday slate. And Tommy, what a way to start off what should be a great day of basketball for the Alumni League.
Absolutely be a great day, and we are already starting off with a banger. I'll tell you right now, if this game is anything to show for the next 3 that are coming up, we are in for an absolute treat here in the city of brotherly love on a Saturday.
Both teams looking for their first wins in Alumni League play. William Penn, the defending champions, but Williamson giving them a fight so far, leading by 1 as the foul there is committed by Stewart.
And you can already see here, Williamson's going to make it a key to look at Watson. Anytime one has the basketball, you got to give him special attention, whether it's grabbing at him, double teaming him, trapping him. You're going to have to see how Watson reacts and if anyone on William Penn can answer the bell.
Smalls almost answered the bell there with a layup through some harsh contact, but instead he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And you can already see there, Smalls had the huge corner 3 at the end of the third quarter. Now here, putting his head down, trying to get 2 the hard way. Now he has a chance to get 2 from the charity stripe.
That's been the common theme of both teams here today. Really fast pace, a lot of fast break opportunities for both teams. Small's first 3 throw is up, and it's good.
This is the first time William Penn will have a chance to take a lead since the first half. This could be huge here for the defending champs.
50-50 game. Small is going to try and put his team out in front, but the free throw no good. So he stayed knotted up at 50. 7.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Looks like they're having an issue with the shot clock once again. And we have a new player in the game, it looks like, or rather a substitution for William Penn. Staples coming into the game now.
So it looks like we're having a little bit of an issue with the scoreboard as well.
.50 ball game here so far. Make sure to stick around on the Sports Fan Base Network. We got 3 more great games for you today.
It'll be great to see. I mean, the next one coming up is capital punishment against the New Jersey Raptors. Obviously, the Raptors finished as the second-place team last season. We're going to be very interested to see how they respond. Obviously, again, they are 0-1 as well as them and William Penn. A little bit of a squirrel last week on Sunday. So, obviously, New Jersey's going to have the same thought as William Penn, try to get their season back on track, get the first W of the year.
Certainly a game that could come back to haunt William Penn or the New Jersey Raptors later in the season, depending on how the standings shake out. But for William Penn, a win here would certainly alleviate some of the pain that came with that game being cut short. Stewart surveying the William Penn defense. 10 left on the shot clock, and a slam from Bond.
Bond just making his presence known. Clearly had the mismatch there with Tyreek Watson in the post. did exactly what he was supposed to do. Bully the smaller guy, go in, finish flush at the rim.
Watson has gotten some jumpers to fall over Bond, but he gets that layup to fall plus the foul. What a finish there from Tyreek Watson.
My goodness, and you can tell why he was the MVP of the playoffs in the Eastern Conference last year. Going through the contact, getting it the hard way, doesn't matter. Chance to make a three-point play, giving William Penn one of their first leads since the first half.
And we have a new player coming into the game for William Penn. Looks like this is number 22, Gallagher, coming into the game.
Because now right here, it looks like William Penn's going to try to get a little bit more aggressive in their pressure. Smalls starting to haggle up the ball carrier all the way from the baseline.
Coffey driving through with the right hand, can't get it to go. Failed hook back there from Bond. Tried to get a jumper on the second chance opportunity, and he does.
My goodness, Mr. Bond, have yourself a little bit of a series there. Had a chance for the putback, couldn't get it. Next thing you know, creates the steal, gets the jumper to go through the contact.
Shaheek Adams with the ball at the top of the key. Got the screen from Gallagher. Outside jumper is good for two.
And just like that, looks like Shaheek Adams is going to be feeling a little bit better after he was a little banged up at the end of that third quarter.
56-53 ball game. William Penn finally with the lead back. Remember, they surrendered that lead in the second quarter. Finally getting it back this quarter. 5.5 left to go in the half. And that ball is going to bounce off of Stewart. So William Penn with possession now.
And you can tell this team is tight-knit, Christian. This William Penn team hates to lose more than they love to win. The championship DNA probably going to start to come out here in the last 5 minutes.
Tyreek Watson looking for a lane, but he's friend zoned at the rim by Bond, but a second chance layup there from William Penn drops.
And just like that, huge way. Team basketball right there from William Penn. The second your teammate's shot doesn't go, make sure you pick him up, foul him.
And Booker stripped Lucky and forces the turnover. The tide's starting to turn a little bit for William Penn here.
I was about to say, they're starting to turn it up a little bit on the defense, getting a little bit more aggressive, getting a little bit more into the grill of these Williamson ball carriers whenever they have it. It'll be interesting to see how these last couple minutes go.
Adams screen from Jackson. Tyreek Watson on the right wing. Jumper is up, no good. Rebound by Lucky. Euro step layup is good. What a move by Lucky, needing no luck on that finish there.
No, absolutely no luck. All skill right there from Lucky. Be interesting here. Williamson needing a stop like they just got one on the other side of the floor.
Hard screen there from Jackson, but the ball is stripped away by, looked like from Mace Sr. So Stewart leading the break for Williamson. Going to pull up for three. It's no good. Rebound by Jackson, secured by Gallagher. Shaheek Adams taking his time on offense for William Penn. Both teams showing some pressure. As the ball is tipped, it's up in the air, but it's secured by Adams. Outside in the corner to Booker. Steps in, takes it two, and it's good.
That might be the easiest shot that Booker's going to have for the rest of this game here.
Stewart cherry picking the layup there. Cuts the lead back down to three.
Something you're going to have to watch here. The second these ball carriers for William Penn come across the half court, we're going to see a little bit of a trap game here by Williamson. Be interesting to see how these guys handle the pressure.
Tyreek Watson being guarded intensely by Bowman, as is Adams by Stewart. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Adams finds the lane, can't get the layup to fall there. Good defense by Stewart. Lucky driving up the lane. Reverse layup is up, and it's good.
My goodness, what a beautiful finish there by Lucky. He's absolutely turning it on down the stretch for this Williamson crew.
Been a star on offense all day for Williamson. His two free-pointers earlier in this game, a big reason why they jumped out to that lead, but showing the inside presence there on that layup. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here called by William Penn. Coming down to the wire here, 2:41 left to go in the fourth, 60-59 ball game. Stick around here on the Sports Fan Base Network. You're not going to want to miss it.
tight William Penn goes on his defense and whether or not they just want to play a little bit back, considering they got the lead a little bit. Try not to, get a foul or anything like that.
Welcome back to the Sports Fan Base Network. Christian Doms alongside Tommy Tohill. Tommy, coming down to the wire here in the fourth quarter between William Penn and Williamson.
Yeah, huge here. Obviously, defending champs trying to get their first win of the season. Williamson, though, being a hungry bunch, sticking around them. We're going to see who wants it more here in the last 2:40.
Biggest lead in this game by any team has been only about 7 points. So that just goes to show you how competitive and how tough this game has been played. Really a treat to start off this Saturday slate. Smalls getting to the line there.
Just again, obviously, Smalls has been the heart, or not the heart, but he's definitely been a key contributor here in this fourth quarter, especially at the end of the third. Had that huge three. He's just been making it work now, cutting inside on the paint, making these defenders pay for their aggressiveness going towards the arc.
And in a league that's so dominated by inside scoring and who can get in the paint the best, it really is a testament to the play of William Penn's guards, Smalls, Watson, Adams, and Booker, and how vital they've been for this team. And the impact certainly being showed here, a big reason why they have this advantage right now, as Smalls hits free throw number 2. A minute and a half mark approaching here in the fourth quarter. Bond trying to take it upon himself. Lucky securing the loose ball, being guarded by Smalls, but maintains control and finishes strong with the layup.
My goodness, Lucky's been turning it on. Huge, crafty moves, making it count for points here. We're under, or almost a minute here. It'll be interesting. Williamson needing a stop.
3-point lead for William Penn. Callinger going to work in the paint. Layup, no good. Chance for Williamson to take the lead here. It's going to be Lucky. Feeds it inside to Bond, but he loses the ball. Lucky securing the second chance opportunity. Try to feed it outside to Stewart. Taking his time, backing down Adams. Shakes him off. Fadeaway jumper is good.
Huge floater right there. Now, if you are William Penn, let's see how slow they want to take it here. As if you really want to see it, they could probably drain this clock down to 17 seconds before taking a shot.
30 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Smalls, jumper near the free throw line. Rattles in and out. Rebound Callinger, and he gets fouled by Bond.
Huge play right there by Callinger. Huge rebound. Getting a chance. Now all he's got to do is at least make one from the line, and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll get a little bit of extra basketball. Just a little bit of a treat here on this Saturday.
Maybe. Certainly a possibility that it happens. And Callinger, who came in late today for William Penn, we didn't see him on the sidelines until, I believe, around the third quarter. And now a big opportunity here for the big man to keep William Penn's in this game. And he sinks the first free throw. Tie ball game, 63-63. Chance here to give William Penn the lead. Callinger free throws up, and it's good.
Better late than never, Christian.
No doubt. 20 seconds left to go. Williamson. Time here to possibly take a lead. It's going to be in Lucky's hands. He's driving on the right side. It's out to Mace Sr., out to Coffee. 6 seconds left to go. Stewart with the ball, but he loses it. And that's going to be the ball game. William Penn gets the first win of the season.
My goodness. I mean, if you are Lucky, that is just, he had a great, that was Stewart that lost it, but still, Stewart had a great game for most of this game. Just terrible way to lose it right there. If you are Williamson.
Stewart had an opportunity to give Williamson the lead, had the ball at the top of the key, but the ball bouncing off the back of his foot, and it trickled down the court just enough time to ensure the William Penn lead. And what a way for them to get their first win, and what a way to start off this Saturday slate.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah. As it looks like, don't go too far away, ladies and gentlemen. We have our player of the game interview coming up. We have Tyreek Watson.
And I mean, No doubt who the player of the game was going to be in this one. Tyreek Watson was really the anchor on offense. In times where his teammates would go on cold stretches, he was the one consistent presence for William Penn. I mean, he was the conference MVP last season, helped lead the team to a championship, and you see that championship pedigree. You were talking about it, Tommy, and certainly one of the biggest reasons why William Penn now is 1-1 on the Alumni League season.
Huge win right there for William Penn. Obviously wanting to try to have a chance to become back-to-back champions here in the Alumni League. Great way to start it off, especially Tyreek Watson just doing what he does best, playing his way of ball, getting everyone involved as well, and when his name is called upon, doing what he does, scoring, and just being the MVP of his team. Besides that, guys, don't go away. We will be having Tyreek Watson with the interview in just a moment. And besides that, Game 2 will be coming up of this 4-game stretch. Capital Punishment going up against the New Jersey Raptors.
We'll be right back here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Stick around for our Player of the Game post-game interview. Turn that way so we can. Or actually, I can move down that way. I think we're good. Yeah. Good. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sports Fan Base Network. Christian Doms alongside Tommy Tohill, and we're joined by a special guest, Tyreek Watson of William Penn, here after they get the 64-63 win. Tyreek, how does it feel to get your first win of the season here today?
I mean, it feels good. Last week we had a hiccup in the game, but this week we bounced back, so it feels pretty good.
You were really the anchor on offense for this William Penn team. You got to the line, or you got to the paint rather, a few times, even despite of the bigger defenders that Williamson had. So what was working for you on offense today, and how were you able to finish strong around the rim?
Just good movement, man. Being able to control my body under the rim, paying attention to how the defenders guard me. So that's what I'm gonna say too. Just taking what they're giving me.
Obviously, 3 more games left to go today here on this Saturday slate. So what are some things you're going to look to take away from maybe some of the other games here today as you guys go forward through the season?
I mean, in the long run, we're going to have to work on our defense this year again. We're going to have to get back more. We're going to have to be a little bit more scrappy.
All right, well, Tyreek, thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy the win, and good luck to you guys the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here on the Sports Fan Base Network. For Tommy Tohill, I'm Christian Doms. Join us later today for 3 more games in an Alumni League Saturday slate.